Okay.
All right.
Good morning. Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's me, Miss Cracker, and I'm doing this thing where I'm talking to women who are changing the game in their field. Now, today we're going to talk to Hal Baddie, who is blowing up TikTok and doing all these travel vlogs, putting positive words out into the world. I want to talk to her, and she's going to come here to Kiki with Cracker.
Hey guys, so I'm in Miss Cracker's living room right now, and I'm really excited to chat with her and see what's up. So come with me.
Jewish lady behavior.
How are you? You look so pretty today.
Thank you, so do you. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing great. I'm okay. I've been up since like 7 a.m. So
Yeah.
what about you? How are you doing?
I've been up since 3 a.m., so it's like afternoon for me. You know what I mean?
Great.
Okay, what I like about you, first of all, and what I think draws so many people to you on your TikTok is that you always have like this sunny disposition.
I hope everyone's elevating, journaling, and doing whatever makes you feel happy.
Maybe your life is just the easiest life in the entire world, or maybe you just have a really good attitude. Where does it come from?
I don't know. I feel like ever since I've been a child, I've always been very like upbeat and happy. And it's just something that keeps me going, trying to be as positive as I can be. So I just would say natural.
Yeah, and you talk a lot about taking care of yourself, supporting yourself, giving yourself positive vibes. So today, what I want to do with you, if you're all right with that, is do a little like nighttime self-care routine. We're gonna do some skincare.
Okay.
And it's gonna be real simple, and by the time it's over, you'll be ready for bed, which like I am right now.
Right. Let's go start.
Is that good? Okay, perfect. Now, I wanna ask you,
Yeah.
before we dive in, you are making content right now. You make content constantly. I tried to do some TikTok. I'll let you know my handle later.
Yes.
I tried to do some TikTok. I felt like it was so much work. How do you constantly create content?
Okay. Well, I feel like with me, my content is really easy because it's just my random thoughts during the day. So I literally will just have a thought and I'll be like, wait, that's a TikTok moment. And I just try to do one video a day, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, not that much. So yeah.
It's just you, where you are, what you're thinking at that moment,
Yeah.
and you just put it out there. And then you said in an interview once that you just like turn off the phone, take a walk, chill, meet up with people,
Yeah.
and take time away from the internet. Is taking time away from TikTok and the internet also self-care?
Yes, because with TikTok, it's so easy to get so addicted to it and just sit on it for hours. So turning it off and having those boundaries has really been good for me and my mental health.
Yeah. All right, so before we dive into the conversation and before I ask my next question, let's start with this little skincare regimen. We're gonna start with this, which is a cleanser that you can leave on. So you could just grab a little cotton pad. It's a cleanser, but it also stays on your skin and moisturizes and hydrates and plumps and all of that. Everything that you possibly need
Okay.
to feel good.
Is this a good amount, or?
That's a great amount, yeah. And just apply whatever feels comfortable gently to your skin. There you go, looking great. Now, you have been seeing such a huge moment of visibility. You have interviews and your TikTok is blowing up. How did you get here? What was the build-up like?
Yes. Okay. So I remember I wanted to do TikTok for a while just because I thought it was a cool way, like a new form of media that was short form. And I remember I was trying to do it this summer. I would do clips every now and then, and it wasn't really growing that much. But I remember in December, I told my friend, I was like, I'm gonna just try this one more time. And so I ended up posting one video a day, every day for 30 days. And within the month of December, I went from like 4,000 followers to 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
In like 1 month.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, it's just been growing since.
And it's all about your love of traveling. So you found out recently that you love traveling. Can you talk about that journey a little bit?
Yes. Okay, so basically, like with the whole pandemic, back in 2020, I was just looking for a new living situation, and apartments in New York are so expensive, and basically landlords were like, you need
A guarantor.
a guarantor, and I didn't have that, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, what do I do, right? And I was furloughed at my job at the time, so I was like, oh my God. So then I was like, wait, let me just do a little world tour moment, and then come back to New York City and see what happens. It was kind of just like a YOLO kind of like F everything.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Leave it all behind. So where was the first place you went?
I first went to Croatia because that was one of the few places open to Americans at the time.
Okay.
And I was like having a little beach town moment in this city called Split. And then after Croatia, I came back.
She split to split.
She split to split. She was doing split to split. And then, so Split, I came back to New York to see some friends. And then I went to Montenegro, which is right next to Croatia.
Yeah.
And then Denmark, then Greece, and then New York again to get some medications in Turkey.
Okay, amazing.
So all over the place.
Yeah, and you just found out that life on the move was the life for you.
Yes, and I also just thought it was like an interesting experience to learn more about other places. I never really had the opportunity, and I was like, now's the time because I don't have a set schedule or any like major commitments.
Next, we're gonna put on a little of this. God damn, I can't remember what it's called.
Do you want to just peel it back, or do you want to just make it up? Either or.
What is it called? Like everyone knows, I'm just having a brain fart. It's called
Toner?
toner. Thank you.
Okay.
I was like, okay. So next we're gonna try a little of this toner. It's the same thing, basically, the same situation. You take a little cotton pad, put it all over, you can leave it on your skin. You don't have to worry about rinsing it off in a sink or anything. Like, it can stay on your skin and gives you all the feels and the vibes that you need, all those self-care vibes.
So put some right here.
Mm-hmm.
And gotta shake it.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. And just all over.
So the toner. And what does this do?
You tones the skin.
Period.
Period. No, it tightens pores and gives you like an even skin texture and balances out your pH and all that stuff. Isn't that right, everybody?
Come on, pH
Look it
balance.
up. It does all of those
pH
things.
behavior.
Yeah.
Always on
pH
healthy.
behavior. So one of the great things about your TikTok is that I think it makes people feel like they can travel. Like, I think queer people in the trans community sometimes feel that they aren't going to be safe while they're traveling, and you get out there and do it. Was that part of your original intention when you were making these vlogs?
Well, part of it, I was just like, I feel like we haven't seen this before. I really haven't seen a trans woman ever go out. And I know it's kind of scary because, the state of the world, not every country's safe for trans people.
Right.
But I was like, why not? And maybe I can be a beacon of light or like just an inspiration for some people. So that was definitely a thought behind the decision.
Yeah. Do you have people responding to you like, you made me feel like I could do this?
Yes, it is. I get a lot of messages from trans women.
Yeah.
And I also get a lot of messages from cis women who like to travel alone too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's such a huge fear for women of all kinds, women plus, feeling like they are going to be not safe unless they're in groups or traveling with, do you know what I mean?
Right.
And so to have that solo experience is so important, to give people the permission to do that.
Or maybe one day I'll be able to like fly all of my friends out. Let's cross our fingers.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, do you ever get lonely? Like, we're traveling alone?
Kind of, but not really. Like,
Yeah.
I have moments where I feel a little bit lonely, but I'm very friendly. So I end up just making friends a lot with like shopkeepers, people in the neighborhood, like people recognize me.
Yeah.
And also, what's interesting too is because of my TikTok growth, a lot of people that recognize me from the For You page come up to me and we become friends too.
Yeah, that's so incredible. So I want to know, what are your tips for someone who's traveling alone, particularly if they're queer, trans, or a cis woman? What are some of the tips that you talk about most often? And while you talk about that, we're gonna apply this little eye cream, which is it says it in French on the back, but I totally took French in high school, so.
Period.
We're just gonna put this, you're gonna have to do this again.
Let's see.
I need someone more clever than me, just like under the eyes.
Okay.
In a little circle, and you can do it with your finger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you don't lose any of this precious product.
Where's the camera? I want to show the camera.
Right there, yeah, there you go.
Hi, camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah, so what are those safety tips that stand out to you the most?
I would say just have your location on at all times with your friends.
Yeah.
And, don't go to strangers' houses. Try to be as safe as possible. And cross your fingers at that point, because I don't know what else to say, right? Like, just have your location on and hope for the best.
What's your dream for your TikTok? Like, I know it does so much, making people feel represented in the queer and trans community, making people feel safe to travel, making people feel excited to travel. What's your next big dream for your TikTok?
For it to become kind of like a longer format of a show or something, where I go travel and talk about fashion in different countries and see like people actually making really beautiful dresses. Because on my TikTok, I also speak about like Met Gala behavior.
Yeah.
So
one of your key phrases.
Yes.
And behavior I would like to get into.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Let's cross our fingers.
Yeah.
But so just making fashion content that's more long form and with a production company, because although I have a selfie stick, it would be so much better to have just help and assistance with
a person there.
Yeah.
Okay, now while you answer this question, here is some night cream, it's just a moisturizer for your skin that's gonna sit on your face and hydrate overnight. We love when something sits on your face. You know?
Wait, and where do I put this one?
Just everywhere you miss with the eye cream. Just all around, and put it in gently. Now, one of your most popular videos that you made was one of you shaving.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that and what that video means to you?
Yes. Okay, so basically when I was over there, I saw that there were a lot of barbershops. I mean, there's barbershops everywhere, but in Turkey, it's very common to get shaved at barbershops.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, let me get my beard shaved at a barbershop. I didn't know why I wanted to do it. I was like, YOLO.
Yeah.
I want to gag them. I wanted to gag people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people really don't see women going into barbershops getting their beard shaved. So I went and I was like, I wanted to normalize women having facial hair and women having 5 o'clock shadows, because I feel like we still don't even see that kind of representation.
Right.
So I just wanted to film that. And the response was really great. Everyone was like, period. And I think it's really important that people see different kinds of women.
Right.
With 5 o'clock shadow.
Right. I think that's really beautiful, because obviously in the beauty industry, there's such a tendency to put people in boxes and say you have to fit this mold or that, and you're saying, look, I don't always fit the mold, this is how I want to be, and I think that gives other people permission to do the same.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about that YOLO vibe.
Yeah.
And I wonder, you're such an expert in going after what you want. What would you tell people who need to learn that? People like me, because sometimes I feel I'm a little meek in going after what I want. Like, what advice would you give?
Well, I would just say be fearless. Like, I feel like I'm not really scared of much.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm gonna go out there.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know the language, and even if I don't know anyone there, why not? And also, as I feel like going to different places and learning new languages, part of like little language have become parts of my identity. Like when I was in Turkey, people were always saying güzel, and that means beautiful. So she's güzel.
Yeah. And it sticks with you.
Yeah.
And that's like you have another perspective on life because you have this new vocabulary. Yeah, I feel that very strongly. I've had that experience too. And what's great about that kind of attitude and putting that out on TikTok is that, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the internet is not always a very positive place.
Right, yeah.
I hate to break that news to you. But so do you feel like it's possible to create a positive community on TikTok and other social media platforms just by pushing it like this?
Yeah, I would just say be positive, and the energy that you put out, I feel like you will definitely attract. Obviously, as a public figure, especially on TikTok, you have all these trolls. But for the most part, if you put out love, you'll get love back.
Yeah. How do you manage the troll responses in your mind? Do you just, because like you want to read the comments that are positive, right? And those the people that are matching your energy, and so of course you're going to run into the stuff that drives you out of your mind. So how do you manage your feelings around that?
I really don't let it get to me. I mean, I'm a trans woman. I've heard it all. You know what I'm saying? I've heard
Yeah.
it all in real life. I've seen it all, heard it all. So I'm like, whatever you type behind the screen doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I even said a video, I'm like, your opinions do not change my reality.
Yeah.
I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
I just keep that in the back of my mind.
You're glowing. You look great. Do you feel great?
I feel beautiful.
I'm so glad you're ready for bed. We can
Yes.
put on our eye masks after this. I just want to ask one question. You've been so many places. What is your dream destination that you want to go to next?
Probably Tanzania, maybe, because I might go to see a hotel there. Definitely the Maldives, because it's so beautiful. The water
Yeah.
there is so beautiful. And Iran, I heard the architecture there is really cute.
Yeah.
So that's really it.
Oh, you have
and then,
goals. Yeah.
And also Spain.
Yeah. I've never been to Spain.
Let's go.
Let's
book a
go.
trip.
Everybody, we gotta go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was so nice meeting you.
I'll see you at the end of a selfie stick soon.